Hey YouTube people, thanks for watching this video. I'm Micah, and I just wanted to start off this video with a little question and answer interview using Formspring.com, which I've had for a while, so I wanted to answer the questions on video this time so you guys can fully understand the answer as I've chosen, and I get to explain myself a little more in depth. So just wanted to start off with saying, before any comments are made, yes, I have very long hair, and I'm just wondering if there will be any comments that I look like a girl, since I get that a lot. So I'm thinking about trimming my hair. Maybe. I like long hair, but this is getting a little too long, and I understand that I'm starting to look a little bit like a girl, but I like really long hair, so guys look good with long hair sometimes, so I don't know, maybe. So let's get down to business, and I'll answer the first question I have right here, which is, what is your biggest fear? And I'd say my biggest fear probably is getting fat. And I'm not saying that I'm thin or anything, but I really have had fear about gaining weight and not being able to lose the weight, since I was a really chubby baby and a chubby kid. Chubby for like the first 13 years of my life, so I've lost the weight, but I'm just terrified of putting it back on and not being able to do anything about it. So I have a big fear of getting fat. That's my #1 fear. And following getting fat, I have like fears of things that make me look like a little ninny. I'm afraid of mice. If I see one, I scream, and I probably won't go in the room I've seen the mouse for like a good 2 or 3 weeks. I'm afraid of mice, terrified of them. Third is not really bugs. I kill bugs if I see them, but they do creep me out sometimes. I'm afraid of clowns, kind of, but I've kind of grown out of that, but they still creep me out sometimes, like the clown movies I've seen. Oh gosh, like It and Killjoy. They scare the shit out of me. So yeah, I'm afraid of those types of things. And that brings me to my next question, which is, do I have any piercings or tattoos? Don't I wish that I had piercings all over my face? No, not really. I mean, like, piercings are attractive on people to an extent, but if you see, like, start seeing, like, all over their face, and then they, like, have one back on their neck or something, or, like, one on their nipples or something, oh, God, why do people do that? It's just so, it can get to the point where it's obnoxious. Too much of nothing, too much of something is just gross. I just have my ears pierced at the moment, both of them. I just got them pierced, like, a couple weeks ago. And I'm digging the piercings, and a couple of people say they like it too, so I'm glad that I made a good choice. But I'm hoping in the future, when I'm 18 and allowed to get my own piercings, if I could get snake bites. I was thinking spider bites, but then like some people said snake bites would look better, so you know, just thinking, have 2 years to think, unless my parents allow me to get them, which they probably won't. So yeah, snake bites would look nice. Nothing else really. I'm not really interested in piercing my nose or my navel or my belly button. That's kind of weird. Which brings me to my 4th question, is from Anonymous. Will you text me? And that pretty much answers it from Anonymous. I don't know who you are, so I can't really say I'll text somebody I don't know. Not that I don't give my number out to people I meet online. I do. I've given it out to a few people. It's just, I'd rather get to know who the person is first before I just hand it out, so I'm not just going to post it. I've posted on my previous video tons of websites I use, so if you could like message me there and ask me for my number, I'll be more likely to answer it, knowing if you're who you say you are, your age, where you live and stuff. I just want to get to know that stuff, so not for bad reasons, but just because, like, if you live near me, we can make plans to hang out or something, so, yeah. Message me on MySpace or my yearbook or Twitter or something, so twat me, yeah. The next question I have is, would you do me if I showed up in your room? I answered this one already saying, yeah, sure, why not, but honestly, if you showed up in my room, I'd be a little creeped out, considering I haven't told anybody where I live. So if you walked in through the door right now, I'd probably scream or something, or just be like, take whatever you want, just don't fuck me. So yeah, I wouldn't screw you, but like, yeah, I just wouldn't screw you. I'm not going to screw someone I don't know. So, yeah. And the next question is about webcamming, which I'm doing right now. Hey, have you ever dirty cammed with somebody? I guess that means, like, you know, taking off your clothes on camera. I would say about once or twice I've dirty cammed someone, and that's just because I wanted to, you know, we were trading off. They show me, I show them. I don't do it a lot, so if you ask me to dirty cam, I'll probably say no, but, you know, if you're cute, it's possible. We could get something going, you know. But I'm usually on Uvu, so Uvu me, MikkaCuddleBear, all the same. And then the next one is, what do you prefer when looking for someone in a relationship? Do you go for looks and then personality, or personality then looks? I don't want to sound shallow with this, but honestly it's going to be looks first, because I feel that you have to be sexually attracted to someone before you can even think about their personality, because you don't want to be utterly repulsed by the way they look if they're like really nasty or looking or gross. I'm not saying that anybody's that way, it's just the way I see it. So yeah, I would say I need to be first physically attracted before I can get into the emotional aspects of some people, so I'd say looks then personality, but never, I'm not trying to sound shallow, so hopefully it's not coming off as that. My other question I have is, what was your worst relationship? I'm not going to use names, of course, that would be mean, but I say my worst relationship would be around last August. I think it lasted for like a month or two. It was just, she was just really the epitome and definition of exactly what I don't want in a relationship. I mean, I've heard rumors that she's cheating on me. She was really clingy and needy and emotional and always complaining about her life, which wasn't really that bad, so it's just really bullshit that I don't need. I mean, everybody has their own problems in their life, and the added effect of her telling me all her bullshit and I was supposed to care about it was just unreal. Like, you shouldn't do that. So I understand if you have some problems, I'll help you out, but don't ever like come to me every day saying, oh my god, I hate my life, blah blah blah. It's not a turn on, it's a turn off, which is why I dumped her. So yeah. My final question I put on the list was my pet peeves, and I have tons of pet peeves. Unfortunately, I don't want to sound like a complete freak with pet peeves, but I'll just say one of the most important ones is when I see people is if you dye your hair, don't dye it too much, because it's just really gross. I've seen people who dye their hair like red, blue, purple, green, black, white, blonde, brown, whatever. It's just very unnecessary and obnoxious, and your hair will show the damage eventually and look like big bush. So yeah, don't over dye your hair. It's really gross and it's really obnoxious, and I've seen and know people who do that, and I'm just hoping that their hair falls out and showing that if you don't treat your hair well, your hair won't treat you well. So it's just really annoying when people do that. My second pet peeve I can think of is people who are two-faced. If you're going to say something, go through with it. It's just really annoying when someone says something and then they don't go through with it. So like, one of my examples is people who talk shit about people and then are friends with them. It's just completely unnecessary in a friendship. I think friendships are the most important things, and if you're gonna not be truthful to friends, then you shouldn't have friends at all. So hopefully you're not two-faced, because it's just not cool. So yeah, this is Micah, and I have more questions I guess I'll answer later, but I'd love to hear some more questions, so ask me some at formspring.me/MikkaCuddleBear or something like that. I'll post the link, so ask me some more questions, buddies, and contact me on one of my websites, or answer me back, comment, do something, okay? Bye, lovers.